Good day, everybody. I have some shocking news for you. I've read what I've experienced from the Russian insurgents who are communists that are lying behind borders fighting the in-house progression of the Federation. The Federation is in 1984, and it was a warning that there was a communist movement. So they've chosen the word Federation, and bluffing their way through service and wars between 7 borders, that Donald Trump's managed to convince everybody to stop fencing trade between each other. He's gone out peacefully and ironed out all the problems around red ties and red hats. He has made it his temporary break on wars. But the problem is, China has made an alliance with India, who do not have any communism, but they do have a thing that is being maligned by the Nazi Party that's nothing to do with their faithful religion. Sacred cow, for example. There is the fence across the Middle East, which has pork and lamb banning without ceremony. It's deemed to be a meat thief trade that's being buried because they're having difficulty feeding their army on body parts, and human body organs harvesting is in trouble. So if you haven't got a like mind of a communist mind, why is China threatening Taiwan, making Taiwanese men upset with the threat of being invaded by China? There's nothing wrong with Taiwanese life or Thai. This part of the world in Asia is under struggle from the attempt. I have just recently seen that there's a live video going on about the Patriotic Chinese War. Well, who won that war? Nobody won that war in 1950, whatever it was. So the Communist Party is leading China from Beijing, but the rest of the trade isn't happening that way. So I do call for anything that comes from the United States in calling peace. Beware. Is there a velvet glove? Is there something being sold that shouldn't be sold via sexism? Because I believe the young men are impressionable and they're looking for a world. Are they still banning more than one child born in China? And is it ideally to be a boy and not a girl that's born? So watch out, Taiwan. You need to defend your own country, because it looks like China's on the march with the help of the United States, because they're lying as usual. I miss President Biden. He was a very good politician, and for most of his life he pushed the paper around through the bureaus to make sure there wasn't any wars. I do believe that this guy Vance has upset the British Army, accusing it of not being in any wars for the last 40 years. But that would be a Russian mind, wouldn't it? He's too fast in thinking with his mind. He did rush that in too quick with that Russian mind. Yeah, he's not my flavour. I'm glad when they've all left. My family relatives in the United States must be wondering what the hell's going on.